going on, guys? Voss the Pirate here. Thanks for tuning into my channel. So today I have a special video review for you, and it's going to be of a bike light taillight combo. Now I was sent this bike light by Vont. They actually contacted me and asked me if I could do a review for the video. Full disclosure, I didn't pay for it and I was not compensated for the review. I was just sent the product. So I'm going to give you my honest thoughts, whether it's good, whether it's not good, whether I recommend it, let you know what I think about it, the pros and the cons. And also, if you stay tuned until the end, I'll share the details of how you can actually also win one of these. I'll be selecting someone and I'll let you know the details of how you could enter to win one of these lights. So without further ado, let's check it out. Alright, so here's the packaging that I got. So as you can see, it's pretty well packaged. So looking at the front, you can see it's made by Vont. It's a bike tail light. Alright, so here's the package. So the company that makes this light is called Vont. You can go to vont.com to see their products. You can see it's a bike headlight tail light combination. You got a model number right here. So looking at the packaging further, we have the features here. So the light claims to be ultra bright, wide focus. It's waterproof and shockproof. It's got long-lasting rechargeable battery, and it's lightweight and compact. Cool. All right, looking here is nothing else. Let's take a look at the back of the packaging. So here we see some more specifications and kind of instructions for the front and the back light. So notable specifications, we can see the dimensions here for the front and back light, the net weight for the front and back. The thing that's noteworthy for me is the battery capacity. So these are actually rechargeable lights. So the front light is 1200 I guess that's megahertz, and it can run on high beam for 3 hours and on low beam for 6 hours, and the backlight will run up to 10 hours. Now the lumens for front and back light are also listed. So we got the front light's got 250 lumens, and that's the measure of brightness. The backlight's got 40 lumens. We have the waterproof level for the front and back. I'm not sure exactly how these read, but it's IPX4 waterproof if you want to look that up. And both are actually also shockproof up to a certain measurement, and I guess the measurement is 1.8 meters. I think that's it is for both front and back. So looking further, we see how these operate, and we can see that the front light operates via a top power button. You got it on off, and it's got multiple settings. Same thing for the backlight. It's got 4 modes. So let's see what's actually in the packaging here. So let's open that up. And I already actually opened this up and did a review, but I just wanted to show you what comes in the box. So here we see it says MTB Breeze, your new MTB Breeze, your new loyal cycling companion. We love the planet, as our manuals are now digital. So it actually doesn't include any extra trash for you to throw away. So you can go online and check out the manual if you need further instructions on how to operate the light. So looking here, we have pretty well packaged the main light. Now, kind of first impressions for me was this is a pretty well made product. You know, it's got good heft to it. It's pretty well built. You got a top power button right here. That's how it turns on. So we click once. This is the bright setting, the brightest. Click again for lower setting, and you click again for the flash. Now the flash uses the brightest, and it's really bright. It's really good. Then you click again to turn it off. So it is very bright. Like, in fact, I biked with this during the day, and you know, it was very visible. So looking at it some more, you look at the back here, we have the micro USB charging dock, which is, you know, you can use any standard micro USB. And on the bottom here, we have the slot where it actually clicks in. So that's the front light. Now let's take a look at the back light. All right, so here's the backlight itself. So this one's also really well built. Now we have the similar setup here. We got the power button right here, and we have the micro USB charging port at the bottom here. So let's check out how this works. You click once for, I guess, the bright, once for another time for the dim. You click again for flashing setting, and then another time for a different flash setting, and then you click again to turn it off. Now this is also pretty well built. It's got a clip here, so in fact you can actually put this on your clothing or on a bag if you wanted to, which is pretty cool. So personally, I like the light. One thing I'm not a big fan of is the chrome around the edges. I'm not a big fan of chromey things, but this could be to, you know, if this is to your taste, you might like this better. But it, you know, for me, it doesn't really fit my bike styling as much, but I'm still going to use this. So moving on, let's check out some other stuff. So we have the actual light holders here. It's going to take a little bit of reaching. So this one's for the front light. Let's take a look at this one first. So the way that this mounts would actually just go around your handlebar like this. Handlebar will go here, and then you would go ahead and mount the light like so. Actually, I think this is backwards. So go like this. So this actually does click in. So once it sits, it doesn't seem very stable to me. So you'll see later in the video, if you stay tuned, I actually did a field test where I mounted the front light on my mountain bike, and I went off-roading on a trail, and the light stayed on my bike the entire time, as you can see later. The only complaint I have is that this isn't locked in, and like this is, you know, you can, so go release, and then it clicks, so it doesn't come off. There's no way that this light's gonna, oh, actually, there you go. So if you put enough pressure, it will slide off. However, I'm not very happy with the fact that it's kind of does this. There's no full lock on the thing, so when it's mounted, I didn't have any problems. However, I do see a case where, you know, if you bump it, it could come off. So that's one of my complaints about this. So the backlight, similarly, the way you mount it is, you know, you just put this around this hook, and then, actually, sorry, I think it's the other way. Yep, so we go this way, and it'll just kind of hook around the post this way. This is how it's going to sit. All right. So also in the packaging, we have some charging cables. So you actually get, I already opened these up, but you get, you know, pretty good length. This looks like something like maybe 2-3 feet. Micro USB cords, and then these actually plug into any standard adapter. If you got an iPhone or anything like that, you plug in your USB, and then the micro end goes, let me see where this is. So I'll show you how that works real quick. Like so, and when they're charging, they light up red, and then when it actually it's done charging, it'll light up green. So I actually charged these already, and they've been working pretty well. So that's one cable. Got another cable here. So it's awesome that they provide you with the charging cables. We also got this Vont VIP Club card here, so you can get some exclusive merch, it looks like, if you join their VIP club, and it's vont.com/VIP. Got more information here. Got lifetime warranty if you want to activate that. Pretty cool. All right, so that's it for the packaging of both lights, and kind of did a quick overview of both. So let me give you the pros and cons really quick, because that's kind of important of each light. So what I like, what I don't like. So I really like that these lights don't require batteries. They're both USB powered, so you can just, you know, if you're going mountain biking or if you're going road biking, you can just plug that into your, you know, carport charger and have it charge on the way. You can just keep it in your car if you wanted to, if you're, you know, drive somewhere on the trail when you're biking. So that's a really big plus. Actually, I haven't had any lights that are USB powered. So I'm pretty excited about not having to buy batteries for my lights anymore. This is great. Another big pro for me is just the sheer brightness of this light. Like, this is really bright. You know, I don't know what did it say. I think it said something like what was it? It was, I kind of blinded myself just now. So it's 250 lumens for the front light, which this is a really big plus. So it's also really well built. It's got good heft to it. So I feel like if I drop this, it's not gonna break. It's also waterproof. So if it's raining, it's not gonna break. So that all those things are awesome. The backlight's got a number of settings on it. Personally, I like the steady light, but some people like the flashies. So you got that. So good products. Now onto the cons. All right, so I already kind of mentioned the cons for me is I'm not a big fan of how the mounting doesn't fix itself. So, you know, if you're doing some kind of mountain biking or if there's, you know, bumps on the trail, this will tend to move around. However, as you will see in my actual field test, I had no problem with that. So this might be, you know, a minor pet peeve of mine, but practically speaking, this didn't affect the performance, and the light actually didn't come off the handlebars. It sat still, and it stayed until the end of the ride. So that's a minor complaint of mine. So if they're gonna re-release maybe like another version of the light, I'd suggest having some kind of lock-in mechanism here where this won't do that. All right, so the second complaint I had was, you know, I'm not a big fan of chrome. This is very minor aesthetic. You know, maybe I would want to have a light that just had like a black edging, just something more low-key. Another thing I noticed when mounting this on my bike is that, you know, the way that this sat around the seat post, it wasn't really centered. So like when I had this sitting on the seat post, it was kind of like edged to the side. So this seems like this backlight was designed more for being clipped onto clothes, which it's great for that. But it's not, doesn't seem really optimized to me to be sitting on the back of a seat post. As you can kind of see, it's not really centered here. So I wasn't a big fan of that. So yeah, so these are kind of like the things I think about the light, pros and cons. Would I recommend these? I definitely would. I think these go for under 20 bucks. You get a both combo, and it's definitely cheaper than I think you get the lights at a store. And you know, if you're looking at something that will last you long term, I think this is great because you can just recharge these. You never need to like buy batteries anymore for your lights, which is awesome because I think I've went through like 3 sets of batteries for my other bike lights, so big plus. So let's check out how this light actually works on the actual bike. I got a video coming up here that'll show you how this works on my mountain bike. The front light, you'll see me going down the trail and see how it lasts. So yeah, let's check it out. So as you saw from my video, mountain biking, the light stayed on the bike the entire time. It actually provided pretty good illumination, even though it wasn't dark. A big plus that I've liked is the light is super bright. So there was other riders on the trail, and what it does during the day is it makes you more visible to other riders. So if there's somebody coming in your direction, they can get out of the way on the trail. And this comes especially useful if you're on a single track mountain biking where the trail's coming both ways. That lets the other rider you're coming up, and gives them time to get off the trail. And I found that very useful. The front light stayed on the entire time, had no issues. I did not mount my backlight on the bike at the time because it wasn't fully charged when I was using it. But the front light stayed on. It didn't move. The mount itself was actually very solid. The way that this tightens is very cool. It just kind of straps. This is not going to go anywhere. It's rubber. I didn't have any issues with the light sliding on or off. So, if you're going to be using this, road biking, this actually stood up to mountain biking. I'm not sure if this was designed specifically for mountain biking in mind, but, here in Florida, we have pretty light trails. But I did some rougher segments. This had no problem staying on the bike. So overall, I think I would definitely recommend this light. If you're going to check it out, you can find it on Amazon. I'm going to put a link in the description. Now, if you would like to win one of these lights, the contest I'm running is just leave a comment on this video and let me know where is your favorite place to go riding. Whether it's a trail, whether it's a park nearby, let me know what's your favorite place. You can let me know what state it is if you're in another country. You don't have to. I'm just interested to know where do you like to go riding. And I'll pick one person, and let's say by the end of this month, so February 28th, I'm not sure how many days we got in February, but I think 28th, end of this month, I'll pick one winner at random from the comments, and you will be sent this light. In addition, like I mentioned before, Vont is running their own promotion, so I'm gonna pin a comment on this video with the details of their giveaway, and you're gonna be able to win, I think, some gift cards and maybe this light also, but there's some separate instructions. That's not mine. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the contest giveaways. If you leave a comment, I'll be selecting it, and I'm gonna announce it in the next video that I make, or possibly the video at the end of this month, whichever comes first. So yeah, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.